just say thanks to the entire team, because as Tony said, it's not for one person, it's for all of us. On the plane, and first thing I want to check is who here comes from Texas? So I'm the only one. And,
As we wrap up,
okay.
I want them as sponsors to say something, and then
That's fine. Who lives in Texas? Okay, sorry, my apologies. Who lives, as I said at the introduction, I'm from Nigeria by way of San Antonio, Texas. So who comes by way of Texas? Great. On the plane coming in, I made a checklist of 10 items. And I was checking them off at various times in the last couple of days. I'd like to share that with you. Not in any order of importance, but more just as it came to me as I was flying in. The first thing I wrote down was challenge foreign companies to take a chance and face the risk of investing in Africa. Mike spoke to that. Kumi, right, Clue? You spoke to that as well. Ask, what are you afraid of? Enumerate your fears. Again, we've asked that question. What are we afraid of in investing in Africa? I think that question has been answered, at least to my satisfaction, and just for the interest of everyone. I think I got a good answer from the various speakers today and yesterday. What are the success stories of trade and investment in Africa? To what magnitude were these success stories successful, and what made them successful? We heard a speaker this morning talking about the automotive industry. We heard about the GABA initiatives. These are all measures of success here, as well as heading towards opportunities in Africa. Question, free trade versus fair trade. Is it free trade? Or is it fair in the context of market integration, and all the things that the ambassador or His Excellency spoke about yesterday? I think I got an answer from that. But I want to ask the organizers to do something. He had a 45-page presentation. I would like us to see the details. He did a good summary, but it's good. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, thank you so much. That's good. And just along the lines of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, again, I was in my mind thinking, well, what are the safeguards in the agreement to address the often expected conflict between market liberalization and protectionism? Remember that there are many countries that are coming in with various comparative advantages, and those advantages have to be recognized in the context of the types of market integration that the agreement is aimed towards. So again, I'm looking to that 45-page document to address this, but I think His Excellency gave hints as to the fact that some of these issues that I have here have been considered and are being considered. I'll just go quickly through the other three items. More broadly, look into the non-market issues linked to the Continental Free Trade Area agreements. Non-market in the sense that those of us who are good with balance sheets, I'm looking at you, I'm okay, You have the left-hand side, you have the right-hand side. That's just numbers, physical assets versus financial assets. What's going on outside of that market is the non-market. As, again, I'm going to look to Mr. Clue to say, well, we talked about risk, we talked about the political, we talked about the social, the environmental, the legal, the regulatory. Those are all non-market, the non-market environment that surrounds the left-hand side and right-hand side balance sheet type markets as defined in the economic and financial sense. So I think we talked about those as well. And again, I feel we have addressed many of them in the last 2 days. Explore collaborative consultation for data collection and predictive analytics. I'm going to look to you again because you talked about data. Keep your P&L. Great. All these things are important because you present evidence in the data that you're able to keep. And what gets measured gets managed. So the last one, which I don't think I have an answer to yet, is to say evaluate selected countries using existing indexes of country assessments. Identify and compare the top-ranked countries in each region, northwest, southeast of Africa. I don't know if I got the full answer. I'll put a half mark there. But again, there's always something to do. There's always more to do. There's always the next thing to do, and I'm looking forward to the dialogue afterwards.
Thank you. Thank you.